All right, so while Wander takes a short break, I suppose I can, and hopefully this time I don't mess it up, but I can attempt some of Scout's memories. We have case 2, case 3. Yes, we have a whole bunch. So the F and the E's should be a little bit easier. What he had me attempting last time were some of the S-ranked ones, but let's see what we have here. Ooh, 9. That's actually almost the entirety of this. So I'm going to do this here because that's 8, and I know that the 9th one has to be either that row or that row, but I don't know precisely what. Now 6, unfortunately, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it kind of, they have to end either way. I don't know which one. So can't do that there. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Nah, there's still too many variables there. 2, oh, 1, 1, oh, 4. That's interesting. So this is probably part of the 4, but I don't know where that will go precisely. Oh. 3, 4. Let me do this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. But see, there's just so much that could shift over. I can't possibly whittle those down. 5, 3, 2? Really? Interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 2. So 3 can go over, which means I can't do any of that. But it does mean that 1, 2, 3. Well, doesn't that mean that this has to be part of the 5? It doesn't make sense though. Because, I mean, let's go say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Because you could still have it move over 1 more. But I suppose it can't possibly move farther than this if we know that this has to be there. So I suppose that it's safe to assume that this is what's possible. At least for that first 5, because we know that this is the start of it. But we know that it could be here too, at which point the rest of the numbers would be over there. So we do have a way of knowing that this is there. Okay, let's see. I mean, you can't have anything on either side of this with the 1. So that means that this is the 1. And the 6 can be anywhere in here. Pretty much. Okay, anything else that might start with 1s? Yeah, this does. So that has to be the first one. Anything else in this row? No, a lot of them are 4s. 4s, 5, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh wait, no, this one starts with a 1. So that works. So that's really, yeah, that's getting it down. So in this row, or column I should say, the 1 could be here, there, anywhere. So that's not the best. For this one, now, if I think about it, there has to be 3 1s. 2, 1, 1, 1. So, for conjecture's sake, let's go say that this, I mean, maybe what I should do is I should put this here. Let's go say that that is 2. That's as far as that 2 can be. The 2 has to be the first thing in this row. That would mean that a 1 would have to be here, a 1 would have to be here, And a 1 would have to be here. The other way that it could go would be if it was here, but that's impossible. So if you think about it, with the 3 1s here, you have to... I'll do this. You have to have this to account for the 3 1s and the 2. Because you couldn't have... Wait a minute. Yeah, because this was the 2 that I had discovered with the 5. I couldn't have something over here and here. So I think that's right. Which means that that's the 1. We already know that was the 1. So this is part of the 3. Oh, a 2, 2, 2, 1, which means that this has to be filled. Okay. Which means that for here, I mean, these 2 could still be filled in, and that could be a 1. Or this could be the 2, and the 1 could be one of those. It's up in the air. Except the 2 couldn't be here, actually. Because this is over here to the side. So, yes, I have to X this off. Which means that this could still be the 2 if the 9 decided to shift down. Oh, the 4 can't even start in here. So that is locked off, which means the 9 has to be down there. Okay, so we know the 2. We know where the 9 is situated. We know that, let's see. Yeah, so this is part of the 4, but we don't know precisely where it is. That's the 2. The 3, 3, 1, 1. Still a little much. Okay, well, it looks like I've solved a lot of the, oh, wait a minute. If this starts with a 2, and that's here, that means that that can't be filled, and that the 2 has to be one of these, which means the 1 has to be here. So that gets X'd off. So that first 2 has to be there or there. And that 3 is filled in. Well, okay. That's some progress. So we know where the 3 is, which means the 4 and the 1 has to be somewhere in this row. The 1 and the 4, the 5. They can be anywhere, though. And yeah, 3, 2, and 2. The 2 and 2 can be anywhere here. Same with this. Yeah, if I could just whittle down which way it goes this way. Because at the moment, yeah, it could be 3. So I suppose I should start trying to solve. Unfortunately, I can't solve that row immediately, I don't believe. Let's see. And these are all such small numbers. Oh, wait. Wait, if this is 4, then that means that has to start over there. So that works. I have that at the very least. 1, 1. Yeah, the 1, 1, and the 2 could be anywhere in here, though. So that isn't useful. Now the 5 can shift one way or the other. But that does mean that that can shift one way or the other. 3, 2, nah. There's still too much that it could potentially shift to. Now the 3 over here, it could either be up there, or it could go down here, and then go over 1. This is 3 and 4, it could very well dip low. Looks like Wander might be coming back. Then we'll see if he thinks I've done everything correctly thus far. Well then? Oh, he's gonna put on pajama pants. So I have a little bit more time. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 2. I mean, it could fit in there, but nah, it probably isn't.
I am the arbiter of truth and logic.
Hey!
And I am here to solve your puzzle.
Wander.
How does it feel? You plugged the mouse in and trapped me.
Oh, what? Oh, did I plug the mouse in such a way that your audio cord was stuck?
Not a biggie, but still.
Okay.
The water poot returns empty, hopefully. For the moment, I am disgusting.
Did you overhear what I was... Wait, so I could fill those in?
Yeah.
The 6?
Yeah, because no matter what...
you see, I knew that...
Yeah, I know.
I thought I was going to fill those in, but... Yeah. So that helps with the 2 and the 3.
Okay, so let's actually look at your work. I just saw that immediately.
4.
I'm like, hey. Okay. So, 9. Why is the 9 on the bottom?
It was a long process, but I finally... I'd figured it out, okay? It was because something up...
Oh, this.
There was a blank
here.
spot up top that prevented it from being put into place up there. Because there was no way that the 4 would fit in that spot. Like, there was a blank space, and there was an X that had to be put down.
Okay.
So that's why the 9 had shifted down.
Yeah, I'll just believe you. If we need to reconfigure it, we'll reconfigure it, but you're probably right. Let's see. You're stronger than I am for playing without hints on. It's a long process, but it's really fulfilling from our perspective.
Yeah, it's just there's so much space.
Sort of. But here's the thing. I'm just going to do from the bottom over here. No matter what, these 2 tiles... No, never mind. Because it could easily be that. Dang it. I was going to say, like, oh, but no matter what, those 2 tiles are filled, whether it's the 3 or the 2. The answer is no, that's not it. Alright. Well, let me think. Oh, here we go. We know that's there.
Oh, it has to be a 2. You're right.
Which means... Yeah, we don't know about that one. But we do know that the 6 extends this way.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't know if that's the 1 or the 2, though.
Oh, you're right.
But we do know this is the 2, which means this is here, which means this is all X'd off. Which also means this is all X'd off.
Oh, that means that the 5 has to fit somewhere in that lower area.
Here?
At the very bottom.
Yeah. So
yeah.
we know that's there. We know the 6 is here. We know this is a 1, this is a 2. That's that.
Oh.
Which means 2 can't fit there.
Can we build
which
up
means
from the
2's
bottom?
got to be up here. Sorry, I'm on a roll for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
This is part of the reason why I'm always just like, no, Shell, let me go. I am kicking ass. I think I'm done, actually. Sort of. There we go.
All right. Well, okay, so if that's there, then that's the 3.
Yep. There, it's 3, 3, and then a 2.
Yeah.
Which means
that this has to be the end of the 6.
Correct. Can I see?
Yep.
Okay. So we know where the 1, 6 is, so that means we can lock that off. We can move
that has to be
in.
the 4.
Yeah, this has to be part of the 4. But
No,
we don't
no,
know
the
if
one
the
above
4
it.
swings left or right, and there's that there.
The one above it can be solved.
This one. You're right.
And then that 1 has to be at the end.
Okay. Which means, oh, this is the 2,
That's
which
the
means
2.
we know where the 4 is, which means we know where the 1 is. Which means there's nothing here,
there.
which means the 5 is here. That's
Nothing can
done.
be there. The 1 has
is
to
there.
be somewhere in there.
3 has to be somewhere in there. We've already done one of the 2s. No.
Yeah.
We can't tell. But we can tell with this one. Because there's no
that's
space
not
for
space.
it any other way. Which gives us some leeway. You know where that 4 is. You know that has to be there. That's locked off. Means we've got a 2 still somewhere in there, but that's not necessarily useful. 5. We know this is a 3, so this extends out here. We know this is a 3, but it could go either way. Same thing with this one. This whole row is actually locked off, which that makes that easier. Which means this has to be here at the very least. And
Oh,
since
that
this
has
is
to be
a
a
2,
2.
that's locked off. This is a 2, don't know. This is a 1 somewhere.
One can be one or the other.
Don't know. 5 and 3, don't know. Ah, we do know. This is locked off.
The upper right corner can be X'd off at the very least.
Yep. Here? Yes.
Yeah, which means that that 6 is always complete.
Yep. Let's see. So if this is 3, 2, 2, so that means these are all locked off, which means the 3 extends up here. And since these are... That's a singleton, that means that's there. Mm-hmm. And that's a singleton, so that's there. So that means we know where that 4 is.
Oh, that has to be the 3. Right down.
And this has to be the 2.
To the right?
Here?
Right. Can I take it?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's filled in, which means that that's it for that row.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see.
That
That's
can't
done.
be. That can't be in place.
Which
so
means
that
has to
3.
be there. Which means that's there. Which means that's there. Which means that's there. That's there. That's done.
So that has to be the 2.
That has to be the 3. That's the 5. Done.
Yeah. So I did do it right at the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. Cigarettes.
Gross.
Yep. Very gross.
Oi. This got big.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, is that one of those ones that just solves
it's
itself?
just so freaking
How about
big.
the 1, 1, 1, 1? Wow.
Let me just... There's 2 more.
How is that possible?
No, it is.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
so
one's
these-
actually a lot easier.
It's easier because there's enough numbers. Actually, look at that 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 column that's in the middle.
This one?
No. Look at look at that.
Wow.
So that's has to be the 2. Well, or part of the 2.
Mhm.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Or could there have been ones in there?
These have to be here.
Oh, yeah, so that's the 2. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
the 7 has to be filled in over there on the right. Right, can I take
This
it?
one?
Yeah, that has to be all in.
This has to be filled in. We just don't
Yeah.
know if it swings left or right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the 6. Look at that.
This?
Right above the 7.
Well, that's 6. This 6.
Yes.
You're right. Which
Yeah,
means
which
this
means
has to be filled in, which... Okay. If we know this is the 6, this is all locked off.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Which means the 8 has to start scooting that way.
Yep. Though, we've got a lot of other gimmies that we can work off of. So this is the 5, which means this is the 2. Which means this is the 1, this is the 3.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. This is the 3, which means this is the 5.
And the 2 is somewhere up
5,
there.
4, 1. So we know the 4 is there. We know the 5 is here.
What about the 10?
Pending. We'll have to start going horizontal before we really know on that one.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many other low-hanging things for us to...
Oh, Wonder. Can I do something?
1 second. Yes.
Okay. Well, seeing as how this is a 2. Right?
Yep. And,
Which means that we can put down this for the... Can I take it?
well, we can do that.
Yeah. Which means that this is the 6.
Yep. Which means
this is part of the 5.
Yep.
And this is part of the 5.
Yep. And
Which means
that's the
that's the
3. That was
3.
actually a really easy gimme at the beginning. We just... There's so many gimmies and so much, like, information. That's the 4. We know those are both there. This is part of the 7. So we know those are there. Which means we know where this 2 is. And we know where this 7 is.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this whole thing is done. 1 second. 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 1 second.
Oh,
Okay,
that 3.
this would be the 3 and the 2.
Can you go to the right?
1 second. To the right. This 3?
Sorry, can I take it?
That one?
No. There's
Oh,
another
this one.
Yeah, that one.
And
And
that one.
The one in between.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means that the other last 2 ones have to be somewhere in there.
See, that would be locked off there. This would be the 4. So that's locked off.
Oh, that would be
This
the
is
2
done.
then. To
This?
the right.
No, here?
Down. Left. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, there's so much. Alright, 7's done. Off the bat, 10 is done. Has been done for some time, apparently. We know where the 2 is, so that's all done.
The 4 is all done, and the 6 is all done.
Top is all done.
For the 4,
7
6.
is all done. 11 is all done. Let's see. That 1 is there. We need a 1 and a 3. So you know these 2 have to be part of it.
Yeah, can you finish off that row?
Yeah. Sorry. There's a lot. There's a lot to finish everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one was mad easy. That's the 2. That's the 1, 1. That's the 3. Alright, it's a crystal ball!
Yin yang?
Disco ball.
Ah.
That was closer.
You said crystal ball. You're right. In some respects.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, this is one of those empty ones.
So, yeah, I can move over.
2-point swing.
You can probably go
2-point
into the
swing.
1, 4 one on the far right.
This one. 2-point swing.
That means you know where the 2 is.
Yep.
And
the 3 is. This always helps. Means we know where that 2 is. We know this is a 1. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Wait.
Which means we know that's there. There's no way you could fit 3 1s up here.
But it ends with 2.
We know that's
Or,
there.
oh, yeah, it does end with 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
there.
is why I put this
Yeah, that's why you
point
put it there.
down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Well, we know this is a 1. That might be
could be
part
the
of the
3.
3. Yeah, we don't know. This is definitely part of the 3.
But it could go either way.
But it's also part of this 3. Which means that's locked off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's part of a horizontal 3 on
Horizontal
this one.
3 as
Which
well.
means we know that's there. No. We don't necessarily know on that one. Oof.
You need to find another break.
Yeah. You get it.
Oh, oh, no, never mind.
Well, if this is part of the 2, we know that's locked off. Which means the 4 extends down by 1 anyway.
Okay. But doesn't that mean that that bottom is 1?
Yeah, that has to be a 1, which means that's locked off. Let's see. The extra place to the left of the 3 might not be here. This one? No, that's there.
Because we had to extend from the back.
Yeah. Oh, no, the 1, 3. This one?
That's a 3-1.
No.
A 1-3?
Oh. You're right. That's not there. Yeah, that was dumb conjecture. I was just braining thinking, like, yeah, it can't extend further this way.
But you could.
But no, I could have the
fit more
1
ones.
right there. Yep, yep. I'd like to figure out how to X this off, and that would make that really easy. Yeah, Duffy.
I'm getting a little stumped.
It's just too many open spaces, not nearly enough immediate gimmies. Which you don't necessarily need. Okay. Well, in that case, this has got a 1 point... This has got a 1 point swing.
Okay. So those two have to be filled in.
Yeah, so these have to be here, at the very least.
Which means those are the ones at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we've got any other potential swings up in this. This one's too much of a range.
Too much.
Let's see. Oh. We know that's there.
Ah, yep.
Yep. Which means we know that's there.
Oh, so that finishes the 3.
We know that 2 is there. We know
Yep, that finishes
that
the
finishes
3.
the 3, which means we know where the 2 is. The 3 is done.
Which means the 1 is done. That whole row is done.
Yep. Okay. And that's a 1, which means we know where this 2 is. Okay. That can't be a 2, which means we know where this 4 is. This is here.
That 2 is there.
Yep. This is a 1, so 3 is still up there, as kind of we knew. We know this is the second one of this set.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's another one down here somewhere.
Just don't know which one.
This has to be part of the 3, which means I can lock that off at the very least.
Mm-hmm. But because there's a 1 above it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. So we know this has to be a thing. But we don't know about the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we know where that 2 is. Lock this whole thing off.
Wait, how did you keep that one blacked out at the top?
This one? Oh, it's not.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
you could have it shift over.
It's hard to remove. Okay, so that's the 2, which means this whole column is done. We know that's there, which means this whole thing is done.
Oh, the 2 over there. So left, fill that in.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means that that's 1 over there, to the right.
This?
To the right, right.
Here.
Right.
Here.
Yes.
Yes. Which means this is here. No. We don't know that one yet. Oh, no. Dang it. I put that there. Nope, that doesn't work.
Oh, I think that one right there has to be part of the 2.
This one?
No. Can I take it for a moment?
Sure.
So 1, 1. You can't have the 1, 1, 1 there. So unless it's like 1, 1, and then the 2 is at the end. Yeah.
So
can't really figure out that out.
Sort of. 1, 1. So the 2 is. We know where the 2 is.
It has to be over there.
It has to be there no matter what. Because there's just no room for it otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can I take something?
Yeah.
Okay, so because this is part of the 3, then that means you can X off. Oh, no, you can't X off that. Because it can go here, but it can X this.
Stop. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We can do that. We can also do that because we know that that's there, which means we know this 3's here, which means these are done.
Oh, that 3's done. Right there, to the left.
This one?
Down. Right.
This one.
Yes, which means that
right.
2 is done.
Means we know where that is. These are done ski. Still don't know on that one. This is done. There's a 2 that fits in there somewhere. There's some 1s that fit all around here.
Oh, no.
It's fine because we know this is here, so we know that's there.
Ah, okay.
Which means... Okay.
Is this a time where you have to... Yes.
This might be one of the few. Well, hold up.
There can only be a 1 there. 2?
Yeah,
Oh, you got
because they had to be separate.
Okay.
That didn't... It was very
Palm
light
tree.
guessing, because I knew these two had to be separate, because it was a 1 and a 1. And these had to be together, but they all were 1, 1, 1, which means
Yeah.
none of them stacked up vertically. So it meant it had to be that no matter what.
A curve.
Not
Alright.
exactly a guess, so much as just like a... Oh, well, there's only one way this could go, even if I don't have the immediate information to say for absolute certain it is that way. Nah. Okay, 3-point swing. Four-point swing. This has to be part of the 8. Which means at max the 8 can extend here. So this is X'd off.
Okay.
Which means all of this is X'd off. Which actually means we have a vague idea of where this 6 is gonna be. Which means we know where that is.
Yeah, those are all blocked off. Okay.
We don't know if that's part of the 2 or the 4. It's got a 5-point swing. This one has something. It's got a 4-point swing, so we know that 1 point is there. Oh, yeesh.
Mm-hmm. I suppose you can't whittle down the 4 and 6. Probably not.
You kinda can. It's got a 4-point swing. So yeah, we can whittle it down to 2 potential points at the very least. That's a good point. You don't know if it's a 2 or a 4, but you know it's at least a 2, so you can bring it down by 1.
Yeah.
Which is actually quite helpful. Which means no matter what, this is part of the 5, which means that extends for that direction. Which means the 5 is here, which means this is all locked off. Which means this can't be here. Which means this is
4
filled
and the
in.
4.
Because that's a 4 no matter what.
Mhm.
That's part of the 4. We don't know about these, though, until we limit it off
Yeah, because they're
a
all
little
3s
bit
or
more.
2s.
Actually, we know this is part of the 6, so we know this is locked off.
Oh, hey. You can X off everything in that because a 4 can't fit there.
Same thing with these, which actually means I can just X off the whole freaking thing.
Oh, hey, that means that you can fill in that space.
Which one?
Can I take it?
Sure.
I mean, this one
Yeah,
has to be part of a 4.
because it has to be part of the 4. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Oh, which means this is the 4. No matter what. Because no way are you fitting a 2 and a 4 in there, which means we know that's there.
Which means that's part of the 5.
This?
Can I come down?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
And then doesn't that mean that this is part of the first 4?
Has to be. Which means we know that 3 is there. Which means at this point we can start bringing in the 8 just a bit. Because it's... There we go. Give me a second on that one, actually. 4...
The 1 can still
1.
be around.
So the 1 could be here. But that means it's a 2-point swing. So we know, at the very least, these are filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably do that math with
6 and
a couple
2.
more of these. 2-point swing, so we know that's filled in. I'm gonna keep doing this for a couple more potentials. So this only has a 1-point swing.
Oh,
So
nice.
we know where those are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That 5. Yeah.
3-point swing, so we know that's there. Which means we know this is the 4. That's locked off. Which means we know the 6 is at least over here. And this would be the 2. Which means we know where this 4 is, this 4 is.
That
and
5 can't extend all the way down.
This one?
To the left. Left.
Here.
See? Right.
Here?
That can't extend all the way down.
You're right. So we can put that there, which
And you
means
can
that's still locked
X all
off.
those off. Going up?
Oh. Yep, you're right. Oh, if this is part of the 2, that means this is all X'd off, which means that's not there. That's not there. That's not there. Which means we know at least these are part of the 4. This would be part of the... No. Yeah? No. No, because you could still have the 2 in there, so that's nothing. This is part of the 5, which means at the very least it extends up this way by 1, which means we know where the 2 is, so that's locked off. Which means...
That's the 1.
That's a 1, has to be. That's a 2, has to be. This is a 2, there's a 3 somewhere in there. Thing is, 3 has to be within those 2 spots, no matter what.
Oh, that at the very bottom, that can be X'd off.
This can be here.
For the 5 row?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it can only extend 1 down. Oh, well this is easy, because this is part of the 5. This has to extend up here.
Oh, then that has to be the 2 and the 4 at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Makes that easy, so we know that's there. We know that's the 5. Oops. There we go. So we know that's the 2 there.
You'll be able to finish the 6.
1 and a 1. This one?
Those ones. Both of those rows.
Oh, you're right. Oops.
Which means that that has to be the 1 to the right.
Here?
No. Can I take it?
Sure. Oh.
Oh, can I take it, please?
Sure. You're right. Can I see? Because that also has to be the 1, which means this entire column is done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is... Oh. Which means this is part of the 3. Which means this 2-4 is done.
Oh, that 4 is done. Right there. You were hovering
This
over
one?
it.
This one. Okay. Which means this entire column area is Dunsky. Still don't know where this 5 is.
Oh, that 4 can be done. Right there.
This one?
No, maybe not. You can at least add some more to it.
Oh, hold up. We know this is heavily locked off.
Oh, then that's the 4.
And that's got to be the 1.
Right.
1 second. Completing random garbage.
Yep. That's
this is the
4.
4. There we go. Okay, so that means that's locked off. This is a 2 and a 2, so that means we can lock that off. This is part of the 4 here, so that's all locked off.
Wait a minute. Why did you put off those 3 there?
What, these?
Up.
This?
Yeah, why did you...
Because this is a 2 and a 2, this is a 2 and a 2.
But the one below it doesn't have anything.
You're right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Sorry.
But that middle one can be put into it too. Up. Left.
Here?
Yeah.
Well... Oh.
Yeah.
Here. That's a good point. So that's locked off at the
That
very
is
least.
the 2.
Yep. This has to be part of the 1, which means that's part of the 2, so that's locked off, which means we know where the 3 is here. Which means at this point, now we have enough information to know where that is. Which means these are locked off.
Oh, that 2 is done.
You're right. Which means that's not there. Which means I was correct. But yeah, I was guessing. I was guessing bad. Okay, so this 5-4 row is done. That's 2-1. This is a 2, so that means this whole business is done. Which means this 6 is done, which means we know where this 5 is.
Oh, the 1. Oh.
Which...
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's the 4. That's the one there. So at this point, it's just clean up.
Yep. Okay, so we know that 2's there. Nope. We know that's there. We know that's there. That's done. And that's there.
Woo!
It's a doohickey.
It's a microphone. Microphone.